They only ask you if you need something when they know they can't feasibly get you. Fly here. Yeah, I need something. Are you on the way? Come. We got rolling blackouts and the water's fucked. Are you coming? What do you think I'm gonna ask for? Heated blanket, you dumb cunt? There's nothing for you to do except send a text, do you need something, which is the biggest hollow gesture in the world. Michelle was doing that all the time. Do you need anything? Do you need something? Is there anything I can do? Are you okay? And if I'm not, then what? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be bothered by that? Oh, we feel so sad for you. I feel so bad. Is there anything that you need? Yes, the state needs a water treatment facility immediately. Will you start on that? We need the roads cleared. Are you going to get involved with the clearing of the roads? Or is this fake? Do you need something? Yes, I'd like a natural disaster to hit you as well. That's true. I would want more pain to be equally spread out through the country if I had my druthers. Or do you need help? My cousin texts me. I respect that. She goes, are you still going to be in Providence? We'd like tickets. I'll read it. I mean, these people, you can't create these people. You couldn't create these people if you were trying. They go, listen to this. I love this. And I love her. She's a good woman. But this is my favorite here. They go, hey, by the way, are you still, like, hope everything's okay. I'm trying to find this one. It was like, I was like completely stunned by this, but not surprised, which is most of my interactions. You know, I'm not surprised by this at all. Hey, hope you're surviving the snow. It's like people being rolled into the street. People die. It's like people are dead.
People are freezing to death.
People are freezing to death. They haven't had fucking. And don't, if you work at the hotel, use this as proof that we smoked in the room. Don't do that. Hey, hope you're surviving the snow. Hopefully the snow will be gone in time for your Providence shows. We would love to do the Monday or Tuesday 7 p.m. if either is better for you. Will you have any downtime in the schedule to hang? At that point, I was eating a fish stick in the darkness of my house that was cold. I was eating a cold fish stick with Dan on the floor, praying for the mercy of God. And they're going, by the way, what date works better for the free tickets? Monday or Tuesday? Which date is better for the free tickets? I hope you're surviving the snow. I hope the abominable snowman didn't get you. Everyone who grows up in Long Island never truly leaves in their mind. It's all about, it's all about them, and that's fine. But that's okay. You were in L.A. fucking, doing nothing while we all burned in hell. You're Mr. Texas.
Yep.
Your family has no power. I have no power. And you're fucking sitting there, you and your wife eating sushi and playing golf like you're having a grand old time. Texting everybody. My agent's trying to get me to... My agent, by the way, this guy, they're not flying planes. He goes, why doesn't he take a charter flight for $15,000? What? He goes, just take a charter flight. So what, it crashes? Yeah. We'll sue for the commission. So what, he dies? This is the way these people think. Take a charter flight for $18,000. Doesn't matter, you don't make any money. I make the same commission. What's the worst that happens? You skid off the runway and break your neck? Who cares? You incinerate and go up in a ball of flames. I don't care. I'll hear about it at Mastro's and tweet RIP and then sue the club for the commission. That's okay. With a team like this, sky's the limit. I mean, it was truly rough there. And you get cravings when you're young. Because it reminds you of a snow day. The first day is fun. It's like a snow day, and you go, it'll be a fun day because I haven't seen snow in a while. I've been in L.A. You go, it'll be fun. And then day 2, you go, this is wacky. And day 3, you go, this is a problem. Nothing was open. Gas stations were not open. fast food was not open. Whataburger opened on the second day, but there was like an hour and a half line. Like there was nothing going on. And people were starving and they had no water. And thank God my water was okay, but closer to Austin, they didn't have any water. And people had to boil their water and they had no electricity to boil their own water. You know what I mean?
They're still boiling water, yeah.
They're still boiling their own water. I mean, people are boiling their own piss to drink. And Ted Cruz is going down to Mexico to do cocaine with the cartel. And his daughters, Ray Kump had a great tweet. He goes, hey, maybe Ted Cruz's daughters killed a guy. Maybe they're just trying to get out of there. Did you ever think about that? But yeah, I mean, it was rough. And so me and Dan went. I'll tell you right now, when you shop in a blizzard, nobody wants a salad. Like when you go shopping in a blizzard, you go hard. And we were in Texas. And I mean, let me tell you right now, the milk was gone. Like pancake batter was running low, but vegetables were available. Like you could get as much spinach or lettuce as you want. You wanted a tomato, you could get one. But all the like frozen food was sold out. And everyone knew this wasn't going to go on. It was like already over, by the way, on the third day. Everyone knew it was going to end on the next day. And people were still like, we need Red Baron pizzas for 3 years. Everyone knew it was done. It's like, why don't you have a salad? Cleanse yourself. People are like, I don't think so. I need 18 White Castle sliders. This may never end. I'm like, the sun's out. It's literally melting. We were in the grocery store. It's literally melting. Yeah. People just buying buckets of food and walking out. I'm like, this is a you thing. This has nothing to do with the storm at this point. It's literally over, you know? It's literally done. So we're here to win in Everett, Massachusetts to get a goddamn dump. Well, it's the Encore. It's not the Win. It's the Encore Boston Harbor. Imagine the people that go to a casino in February during a pandemic or whatever's left of the pandemic to just enjoy. And by the way, they're militant here about who can be in the elevators and how many people can be in the room. If there's 4 people in the room and if there's a 5th one, it's a $2,000 fine. And they enforce the elevators, how many people can go in the elevator, how many people can go. What is the point of any of this? What is 4 people in the elevator, no one gets COVID? That's not it. What virologist designed this? Just, you got to dance 4 feet away from someone in Mystique nightclub. I mean, it's a shit show here. People are taking the last of the checks, the last of whatever stimulus money they have, and they're going and just trying to win big because AMC didn't pan out. I lost 1,800, and people are hurting. So they came here to the original casino to just, let's see what happens. And I mean, casino people, we've talked about it on the show. It's not good. But I mean, it's just tough here. It's tough here to watch just cold, like hardened Massachusetts people trying their luck. And then the young kids, like the young, pale, white, gaunt heroin addicts, just kind of like with tattoos, just wandering around a casino. It's nothing worse than young people at a casino. I've said that before. Anybody, you see an old person at a casino, you go, we get it, it's almost over. You're like, maybe. But it's real rough to watch a 21-year-old be like, let's go. It's scary. That's all you got? That's all you got? It's up, you're 20 and you think it's about luck? You're like, all right, I'm 23. Let's see what we got. That's a real big problem. But it's fine. Everything's going to be A-okay. Kendall Jenner is getting a lot of shit for this. I don't know if...
The 818 tequila.
Well, it's not even that. It's Kendall Jenner. Cultural appropriation has just released a new line of slaves. And people are very upset. Now, these are Haitian slaves that the Jenner family has bought, the Kardashian family. They bought 300 Haitian slaves, and they're selling them on the open market. And people are angry about this. And I don't get it, but they're very angry because they think that she's culturally appropriating or she shouldn't be a slave trader. And what she's doing is it's a new line of slaves who are being treated very well. I mean, this is, from everything I'm hearing, they're being treated incredibly well. They have health checkups and stylists and everything like that. And she doesn't like the term slaves. She's calling them helpers. And a lot of people are getting angry at her. And I think it's unfair. And I just don't like cancel culture. I think cancel culture's got to stop. Cancel culture's got to stop. If a young, talented woman like Kendall Jenner cannot go to Haiti and buy 300 slaves on the open market and then sell them, or Libya, I forget which one, but I think it's both. They've got deals, different places, different suppliers. She's very smart about business.
Yes, very.
She's very smart about business, this woman. And nobody respects it. And people are jealous of her because they didn't think to go buy slaves. It is a smart investment. Human trafficking is a major business. She's no idiot. She's no fool. And people are mad at her, and it's like, enough with the cancel culture. Stop shaming her because she's a businesswoman and literally and figuratively wants to crack the whip. What's the big deal? She's got a few hundred slaves on the open market. No, what is this? Tequila? It's really tequila. Is it slaves? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what's a joke anymore or what's not a joke. It's not slaves. It's tequila.
Yeah.
And people are mad at her because why? Because it's Mexican?
Because it's the area code 818 and,
The Valley?
yeah, the Valley, and it's appropriate.
Well, they live in a valley.
Yeah, they live in Calabasas, which I don't really have
Nobody
a problem
really, right, nobody thinks of the Valley. They don't think of Calabasas when they think of the Valley. But, so she's appropriating the area code 818.
Yeah, and it's also like it's Mexican territory because, they've worked really hard to have tequila brands, but people have pointed out that George Clooney and all these other big celebrities have tequila companies too, so.
Yeah, there's not a ton of Mexicans with tequila companies. My maid does not own a tequila company, from what I understand. She's drunk on tequila and doesn't do any work, but I don't think she owns the company, by the way. And I'm not saying all Mexicans are maids either, but you know what I mean. She is. My maid's a maid. She ain't a good one. So the problem is that what is the problem?
She's appropriating, like, Jalisco is the city where apparently they create a lot of the tequila. And
Yeah.
It's been like hundreds of years. These families have been, making these tequila companies and been working very hard on them. And she just sort of trots in and says, this is
Just
818
buy,
tequila.
Kendall, just get slaves. If they're going to get mad at you anyway, just get slaves. I mean, the next time people come at these two girls, I want to see them doing a slave auction in the middle of Beverly Hills with Libyan slaves. They're going to get mad anyway. I don't know if this is a problem. Jalisco is where they make the tequila.
That's what I was reading, yeah.
Kendall's the loser. Kylie's the billionaire. Kendall's got nothing going on. So she's just trying to wet her beak with a little tequila. She should just lean in and start selling fucking taco kits. Old El Paso should fucking partner with Kendall Jenner. Kendall Jenner should become everything Mexican. Like, just lean in. Just open up a trendy arepas restaurant, which are Venezuelan, but whatever, it's late. But that's what she should do. She should call Tacos by Kendall. Tacos by Kendall. She should just say, fuck it. I'm going to sell Mexican shit. Who cares?
Like, this person was mad on Twitter. They said, tired of the celebrity tequila craze. WTF does Kendall Jenner know about tequila? My family's been doing back-breaking work in fields for their entire lives in Jalisco just for people to come.
Here's what Kendall Jenner knows about tequila. She knows that drinking it and getting in a Range Rover and driving home and not getting caught. She knows about consuming it. She knows about taking a few shots of it and falling into a fucking Escalade. That's what she knows about it. She knows about drinking a lot of it and then going and sucking off a wrapper. It's alcohol. Stop making it into like a spiritual thing. It's booze. Right? Isn't it booze? What does this woman work? She's never worked in a field. You're on Twitter. You're in a field? You're on Twitter. What field are you in that you can take time to tweet? I see people in the fields. None of them have a phone. What, did she take the phone out? She's in the field going, My family. You know what they would say? They go, get to fucking work. I am taking it to Kendall Jenner. I am wrecking Kendall Jenner. Get your fucking hands on the crop. But I must. No. Hold on. I am sending a tweet. Who's this with the tweet? This is our last episode on YouTube. I'm going to burn this hotel down. I ordered a spoon an hour ago. It's not here.
She doesn't look like she works in the fields. I'll turn this around for you.
The fields. The fields.
Yeah. She lives in LA.
I'm not saying people that shouldn't be pissed about this, but the people that should be pissed at this are working.
Right.
They're in trouble. They're not concerned about Kendall Jenner. They're trying to want someone to let him out of a cage. I mean, so what is the whole tweet? I didn't even...
Oh, tired of celebrity tequila craze. WTF does Kendall Jenner know about tequila? My family's been doing back-breaking work in the fields for their entire lives in Jalisco just for people to come dip their toes. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
I'll start a Mexican tequila company. So what?
And she's this other person says she's not to mention she's profiting off the brown hands that actually plant, grow, harvest, ferment, and distill the agave
But that's everyone's, the hands of everything.
Yeah.
I've got no love lost for, who are they again? The Kardashians? I don't care about these people. And they don't factor into my life at all. But to just get mad at them and not get mad at everybody else who's profiting off the brown hands in the fields. Right?
Right. Right.
So many people have tequila companies. George Clooney, right?
Yeah. Clooney.
OJ should start a liquor company. OJ should start a booze company. He's black. He's loud.
Yeah.
Cares. Hey, pussy. Are you a fat fuck and you don't want to be a fat fuck anymore? You're a disgusting pig and you want to kill yourself every time you look at yourself? Open up your phone, look at a picture from you 15 years ago, and gaze at the face in that bathroom mirror. Chances are it doesn't look good and it feels worse. Go to Massive, produced Mass If, 10-day fasting, smashing greens, integrity and accountability challenge. I bet you won't, pussy. Go to MassiveSupplements.com and check this out right now. The integrity and accountability challenges, they'll even pay you $500 cash, which you can use for bail when the cops come to your house after you've been accused of domestic violence. All you have to do is lose weight. Don't be a pussy. Mindset is everything. Those are actual quotes from the program. Your wife fell down the stairs. She didn't hit her. She's always running her mouth. This is how it works. During the last 10 days, you were on a fast except for the supplement. Vitamins and shake made with Massive signature meal replacement. Smashing greens. They're an extremely nutrient-dense blend of organic superfoods with no filler. And if anybody says, why are you not eating? Say, because I don't want to be a fucking pig anymore. Like you. Who cares? Go tell your fat mother and father that. The ingredients were all specifically chosen to maximize micronutrients, curb hunger, maximum energy, clear skin, and burn fat. This stuff works. Creator Mitch Aguiar is a former Navy SEAL and current professional MMA fighter and psychopath. He created Smashing Greens as a way to cut down in weight classes for professional fighters while maintaining performance and nutrition. Use the same tools as the pros. You have no excuse. Mitch believes in violence first. Massive also has every top-notch supplement you can ever need. They have pre-workout gain, multivitamin, creatine, a wide array of protein shakes, and even incredible coffee. Chris Stefano was a daily drinker of Massive coffee, and he said they got him so jacked up it played a part in the dissolution of history hyenas. Massive also sent me a box of the products I was talking about. I, of course, tried everything. They especially loved the shirt I received that said defund the media. Those are also for sale at MassiveSupplements.com. This is for QAnon people that want to get in better shape so they can storm the Capitol next year. So what are you waiting for? Lose the weight. Visit MassiveSupplements.com and use a promo code TIMD for 10% off all orders across the site. That's MASFSupplements.com and use a promo code TIMD, 10% off all orders across the site. Don't be a pussy. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Say it with us, Blue Chew. It's making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom by offering chewable tablets that can help men get stronger and longer-lasting erections. Blue Chew's unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections and combat all forms of erectile dysfunction. Blue Chew is an online prescription service. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. Go to bluechew.com, BLUECHU.com for more details, important safety information, etc. Once you're approved, you'll receive a prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength of your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and talidanafil tablets are chewable. They're made in the USA and they prepare you and ship direct. It's cheaper than a pharmacy. Go to bluechew.com, promo code TD, first month free. Bluechew.com, promo code TD, first month free. A Woody Allen doc I hear is going to be a real barn burner. Not good. Not good. I don't know what to believe because he's a brilliant filmmaker. But the movies all do have a theme. Don't they have a theme? The films. I mean, there's many themes. They're some of my favorite movies ever. But he does seem very focused on the young ladies. Now, this documentary is supposedly so harrowing. It's very troubling. They have Adam Curtis's new doc. I gotta watch. Everybody loves it. Can't get you out of my head or something?
Yes.
Everybody loves it. Anna Kotchin loves it. Ray Kump. All the intellectuals. Now, this Woody Allen doc is on HBO.
Yes. Yeah, it's called Allen versus Pharaoh.
And supposedly the most disturbing part of this is a scene where Dylan is young.
7.
Not good. And she starts a tequila company. No, she claims he abused her on camera.
Yeah.
And people are saying Mia Farrow might have coached that, but then there's a lot of people that say, man, it's pretty fucking damning when you see a 7-year-old kid. You couldn't get me to say anything really at 7 that I wasn't truly, I don't know. Can you get a kid to say something? I'm sure you could. I'm sure people do. But I mean, it's just very sad to think about, obviously, someone getting abused in that way, which is horrible. And then it's also very sad to think about, I mean, it's just not helped by the fact that he married his stepdaughter. And what's interesting about him is he does strike me as a sociopath. Like, you never see him sad in an interview, and you never see him that happy. He's kind of just very even keel. This is what we do. Make a picture every year, and we do it in New York, and, got a little too pricey in New York, so now we shoot other places, and I write every day. Like, every interview is like, I get up and I write every day in this little moleskin notebook, and I rape my child. That's what I do. I write in the moleskin notebook, and I rape my kid. It feels, I don't know. I mean, gun to head, Ben. Gun to head. Is this guy guilty? Do you think Woody Allen was because Farrow says she found kid porn, the pictures of the...
I know when they were married that he wanted to live in separate houses, but just for his own work, so he could keep working on movies. That seems like a guy that would want the kids by himself.
Well,
right?
It's a red flag.
Right.
It's a red flag. But the Kardashians all live in separate houses.
That's true.
Because they're buying slaves. But we're delirious at this point, folks. Been up 16 hours. Should Woody Allen marry Kendall Jenner? What if Woody Allen married Kendall Jenner and they just started a tequila empire?
Yeah.
Now Woody Allen married his stepdaughter Soon-Yi Previn. and was cool about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of ballsy
Yeah.
to go, this is my bitch, and I used to raise her, but now I fuck her. And that's the facts. I didn't make that up. This is literally what happened. And if you have a problem with that, fuck off. And polite society was like, okay, all right. Odd.
The heart wants what it wants.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
He said something like artists create their own moral universe,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this document, when does this documentary drop?
I think pretty soon, and then it's kind of all over for him.
Well, I don't think there's a ton going on now. I think he's pretty much in the denouement of it.
Yeah.
Is there a trailer?
I don't believe so.
We can't play it anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because HBO.
I'm saddened by this because I like Woody Allen, but I don't like him raping the kids.
I think Woody defenders always say, they go, well, he didn't actually raise her. Someone else, like, raised her, and he never really had any contact with her.
Can I throw out a thing that heals this?
Sure.
Woody Allen rapes Kendall Jenner for healing, as a way to heal. Can he get out of the doghouse? Chris D'Elia came back out, and we like Chris, and Chris he said he had a sex addiction, and but every relationship was legal and consensual, and we have always said on this show that there's real no evidence or proof of his guilt that was satisfactory to anyone. There was no evidence or proof of his guilt, and yet he lost everything because of it. I think that's a problem in society. I do. I mean, if I'm an only child, if I had a little sister, I wouldn't be like, here's Chris. I wouldn't be like, let's meet him. That wouldn't be the first thing I would do.
Right.
But still, that's okay. That's still not guilt.
Right.
I mean, so my situation with all these things is like, I mean, should Dylan Farrow just say, hey, it's tough because she's had this horrible thing happen to her. And Ronan Farrow is supportive of Dylan, but he's a liar. And Mia Farrow is the one who Woody says has orchestrated this entire thing. It's a tough situation to be in, for everyone involved. And I would have Dylan Farrow on the show.
Yeah.
And I will offer that. Dylan, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Want a clam strip? Dylan?
Can I have one?
Dylan, I tell you right now, if you want to tell a tale, whether it's true or not, you come right on the program. I don't care what you say. And that goes for Kendall Jenner. You want to come in here and tell people about slavery? You do it. This is the new set for the show, by the way. Hope everyone likes it. Let's ask a few questions that are not popular.
Sure.
If you are a brilliant artist like Woody Allen, should you be allowed, truly, if you're a brilliant artist like Woody Allen, should you be allowed, and this is going to be very controversial, if you are as talented as he is, should you be allowed to start a tequila company? You didn't think I was going to do the other thing, did you? It's not that late. Because you can't. You cannot rape the kids, Woody. Don't do it. But don't you understand this is how every movie that we see now, we're going to have to look at with different eyes. All those movies where he was having sex with high school girls, they're going to seem wrong now. Don't you see that? Don't you see the problem here? All those movies where he was 45 and sniffing the seats of 16-year-old girls were going to seem odd. Now they're going to seem weird.
Yeah.
All those movies about trapping young, impressionable women in horrible situations are now, in hindsight, going to seem bad. That's what's crazy. Now, with the Kendall Jenner, this is what happens because everything's revisionist history. Now, because everything makes you, hindsight is 2020. Now that I've heard the arguments against the Kendall Jenner tequila, I think maybe the ice camps were wrong. Maybe putting kids in cages was wrong. Now that I've learned about the work in the fields with the Jalisco tequilas. Do you see? Now I think that Woody Allen should not, maybe all of his love interests in those movies should not have been 14. See? Don't you see when you look back, hindsight's 2020? See? Wow. We're learning. I'm learning. You're learning. Yeah. Does he go on the offensive, Alan? Does he come back hard? I mean, he wrote that article where he's like, this bitch is lying. I don't know this bitch. I didn't fuck that bitch.
Yeah, he still denies. He still denies everything.
Somehow, him and Dylan have a better relationship still than me and my aunt. I'm still less welcome at Christmas than Woody at fucking pedophile Allen. Somehow he walks in, they're like, well, all right. I walk in, it's a real big issue. I didn't fuck anybody. What are you talking about? I didn't fuck anyone in this family. But Woody, he's old, he's an old man, and the game is going to be his legacy, because he's done. He's not coming out with like a hot new picture, movie. It's late.
I know Chalamet and those guys like backed out of that premiere, right?
Chalamet has no idea what he's doing. I have offered Chalamet a public relations course where I would keep him in a fish tank and feed him what I thought he deserved. Now, I was warned and told by my agents to, quote, stop saying those things. And I was told by my lawyer it was not smart. Same thing he said about the Airbnb. He goes, can you stop this? I said, what? What? Are you on the side of justice? I offered Chalamet a program where he would come live in my home. And he would be kept in a tank, sort of sensory deprivation. And I would be allowed to instruct him because he seems to be confused. Is there anyone less interesting than him, by the way? Is there anyone less? And Call Me By Your Name was freaky. Army Hammer, Cannibal, was fucking Chalamet, who was 17. You know what I mean? So that's odd, but it was gay, so nobody really cared about it. And it was in Italy, and they do that in Italy. They don't give a shit, and everyone's hot. If there was a movie in Philly where I put Timothy Chalamet in the back of a Ford Explorer, nobody in the Hollywood foreign press would be excited about it. Okay? And that would be a much better movie. If after an Eagles game I took Timothy Chalamet to Wawa and put him on a fucking hero and ate him, it would be gross. Not to me, but to the people that liked Call Me By Your Name, where you had a cannibal running around, and who cares that Army Hammer eats people? He has fantasies about eating people. When you fucked as much as Army Hammer, you can't get off normally. You gotta imagine eating a bitch's kidney. You gotta imagine taking a kidney and putting it in your throat. And good. But it's hypocrisy. Because if Call Me By Your Name was about me and Chalamet, which is what it should have been about. And I was gonna be in a movie. I was gonna be in a film, and we can't talk about it because we signed an NDA. But I only signed DAs. Disclose all. But I like the director as a person. I mean, I don't know his work. He's done great things. And he's a good person. And he tried hard to get us, me in the movie. And then he gave it to another job, someone else who was fatter and older and a better actor. You know. But this is the problem. When you act, it's so fucking hard. I don't really act. And I don't really go in for this type of stuff. But we had this guy, was a fan of the show, go, work on this audition. And me and Ben worked on the audition. How many takes did we do?
35 takes we did. Yeah, it took us like 4 days. We nailed it.
We nailed it.
Nailed it.
And then now they're going to give the role to Queen Latifah or someone else. And that's okay. I've learned to live with disappointment. But it's sad because I thought I would have been good in that picture. And there were other mega stars in that picture. And that was going to change my life. But sadly, my life remains completely unchanged. And that director's name was Woody Allen. Woody Allen. Woody Allen called me and said, I want you to play a role in a movie. I said, what's the film about? He said, it's about a man who loves a girl. I said, what? It's about a man who loves a girl, and he follows her home from school every day, and he thinks about kidnapping her, but he doesn't kidnap her. It just ends up being really quaint and cute, and it's in New York, and instead of kidnapping her, they have coffee and listen to Red Scare together in their house. And I was supposed to play a bus driver that drove them around. And I can't do it now because I'm not fat or old enough. Fat enough. Isn't that amazing? Go, you're not fat enough. Like, I'm fat enough to get the COVID vaccine. Yeah, but we don't know. Could you get fatter? Could you get fatter and older? Could you get a little closer to death for the role? I mean, I don't know what to... I don't even know what to think anymore about everything. I know the news sucks. Everything's boring. Everybody that grifted on politics is about to lose their fucking job. Nobody cares about anything. Everybody's upset. I brought Rogan on a Clubhouse the other day. Historic. What's all these people mad that they don't have a Clubhouse invite? They can't find a way to get on Clubhouse? I love what angers our society. People should have a right to be on Clubhouse. They should also have health insurance. What? You know, a Clubhouse. Everybody that wants to get on Clubhouse can find a way to get on Clubhouse. It's not that fucking hard. But I brought Rogan on, and it was a very historic moment for that app. And then the founder of the app came on, and Joe was kind of going right at him. Joe's like, hey, man, you gonna have Trump on? This guy's like, well, that's a complex question. Joe's like, you're scared, man. Not good, man. Joe's like, have you ever been on Oculus? They threw it out, I think. He's like, it should be like VR, man. People can see each other, man. They can't see each other. It's not good, man. I took a zinc recently because he said it cured coronavirus, and I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like my stomach's exploding. But it was big, and who was in the room? Joe.
Lex, Eric Weinstein.
Brett Weinstein. The Weinstein family. The traveling Weinstein brothers. Lex Friedman.
Leah, comedian.
Great.
Yeah.
Naval Ravikant.
Oh, Naval. Yeah.
Who is he?
I don't know. He has a lot of followers.
What does he do?
I think he's like a big tech guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was like a guru, like a Sherpa, a shaman.
Oh, maybe. I looked him up on Twitter. He just has nothing in the bio, and he has like 1 million followers.
Unimpressed.
Yeah. Oh, he's an Indian-American entrepreneur and investor. He's the co-founder and former CEO of AngelList.
Yeah, me too. Who cares? Take a seat. Take all the seats. Evolve. Everybody on Clubhouse is full of shit. Everybody's fake. They're all entrepreneurs. They don't invest like I do. I'm a real investor. I lose. That's what real investors do. They lose. I went into fucking AMC Heavy and I lost $1,800. That's what a real investor is. Anyone can scam their way to a win. I lose honestly. And go in my backyard and curse Dave Portnoy and scream and say, fuck Chamath. No one held the line, and fuck that guy from Robin Hood. Fuck all these people that left me to die on the fucking beaches of Normandy, holding my dick. 2,000 shares worth of shitty AMC stock, worthless AMC stock. Last time I was in a movie theater, I was doing cocaine during the Devil's Rejects, like 2007. Doing Fat Lines of Blow at 3 p.m. I was the only one in the theater during the mortgage crisis. Just sitting there getting coked up watching Sid Haig. I decided to blow money on that. I go, though, that's coming back. And then I lost. I lost all my fucking, I lost 1,800. And then what are you going to do? Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients, Lucy has created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that come in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine and cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great, and it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, anytime, flights, work, or on the go, even in the gym. I switched to Lucy products, and I haven't had a cigarette since. It's 2021. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. This is the real deal. The Tim Dillon Show listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code TIM, get 20% off. Lucy.co, promo code TIM, 20% off all products on your first order, including gum or lozenges. Lucy.co, promo code TIM. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. You want to keep your hair, folks. This is the reality. You want to keep your hair. Okay, everybody loves it. We're all trying it. I'm trying it. Keep the hair. Hair loss is happening, and people's hair is receding. 2 out of 3 men will experience some type of hair loss by the time they're 35. More than 50 million men in the U.S. suffer from male pattern baldness. There are only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss. Keeps offers both. I'm telling you, it's a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair convenient. Virtual doctor consultations and medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You don't have to leave your home. Low-cost treatment started as low as $10 per month. Keeps offers generic versions of all the big ones that everyone else does. Discreet packaging and proven results. Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors. Prevention is key. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Tim Dillon. To receive your first month of treatment for free, that's keeps.com/Tim Dillon. To get your first month for free, keeps.com, KEEPS.com/Tim Dillon. Great way to support the show. Great way to keep your hair. So this documentary, other than Dylan Farrow on camera, what else is in it that's really getting people heated? Because so much of it seems...
Supposedly they have counselors and other people who are witnesses to, like, Dylan's testimony.
Please, Eric Weinstein, be in this documentary. Please, God, be in this documentary. Please, God, how funny would that be? Please, God, let the Weinstein brothers be in the Woody Allen documentary. Please let that be the vehicle that Jordan Peterson comes back in. Yeah. Oh, well, it's the hero's journey. You gotta slay the dragon and bring the gold back to the village. Got to free your father from the belly of the whale. Please, God, let the documentary be just the Weinstein brothers telling Dylan Farrow she's a whore. Might be. Would that not be great?
That'd be great.
Can Dylan Farrow go on the portal? Would that not be the funniest thing in the world? How old is Dylan Farrow now? She's a big chunky monkey. Right, we all have struggles with our weight.
35 now.
My age. And she's not a fan of the Woodster.
No.
So they have counselors saying what? That he's guilty.
Yeah, that like she was confiding in the counselors and I think like CPS type people and social workers and people that were like, investigating at the time that she was being molested. Yeah. In that video, she said Woody, when she was like 7 years old, that Woody took her up in the attic and was like, "Oh, show me your private parts and let's find our private parts."
Bad. Doesn't look good.
But some say she was coached, right?
What a sick thing if she was coached. What a sick woman Mia Farrow is. Hi, hon. Can you come here? No, we'll play with the dolls later. I want you to read this. Look into the camera. Tell everybody what Daddy did. I mean, God, if she was coached, Mia Farrow is a fucking monster. But I mean, well, was this after Sun Yi? No.
Well, Dylan was 7 at the time, so this was before Sun Yi, right?
Because I'm wondering what would have made what would have made Mia Farrow that angry that she did this, that she coached her own daughter. Like, there's something crazy about the idea of a parent coaching their own daughter to say something so heinous.
He must have been abusive towards her, perhaps.
I mean, I guess, but even in that situation, it's such a fucked thing to do. You wonder if, I mean, and people have said this is going to destroy, just blow his legacy to bits. People have said that. It's going to blow his legacy to bits. He said he's done, DOA. It's a tough thing to watch. People have said it's hard to get through. People that have seen it. People say that you're really left with no doubt that it's a real issue and that he's incredibly guilty.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. 21st.
Where is it going to be?
HBO. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wow. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on HBO. It's going to drop.
Yep.
I mean, listen. It is a very, very difficult subject that we obviously kid around about. Because what are we going to do? But it is one of those things where it makes you look very differently at this guy who we've all, rightly believed was a genius, a comedic genius whose movies were absolutely amazing. And this is going to be pretty tough to dismiss. I mean, he wrote an article where he basically claimed total innocence and said that this matter had been settled. This is crazy. What's it called? You know what it's called?
Allen versus Farrow.
Allen versus Farrow. And then they're going to bring out all the people that knew about this. I'm still mad at him for saying he was going to put me in a movie and then not doing it. The director goes, we're going to cast someone else. Can you believe that? We're going to cast someone else. I mean, that's absurd. I should be the whole movie. You should throw the script out and you should follow me around for 2 hours. Summer blockbuster. That's what it should be. The whole movie should be me and Dylan Farrow just shooting the shit. Come on the show. She's more than welcome to come on the show. I don't want to hear about the get in touch shit. That's depressing. But if she's got anything else to talk about, her brands, her products she's interested in, her investments, we'd love to have her on. Dylan, you could come on and talk about Bitcoin, but don't depress everybody with the molestation. We're over that. So if you want to come on and talk about cryptos, where you see yourself, how you're positioned in the market, how to build a brand, what post-COVID looks like in terms of running the cap table and getting really serious about investing, we'll have you on. But the minute you open your mouth and you start throwing dirt on Woody's name, you're out of here. We'll bleep you out. We'll bleep the fuck out of you if you throw dirt on that man's name. And don't shit on Kendall Jenner either. Not on this show. You come here, you talk Bitcoin, or you talk food. Talk about some clam strips. Don't talk about your clam strip. Now, many people feel this is insensitive to victims of molestation, and I am not making fun of anyone who's experienced molestation. I'm saying that as a child, I wanted to be molested.
Yes.
And no one molested me. And this is like a hack joke, like, oh, no one fucked me, the priest never fucked me. But I literally would stand in church with my asshole open, and no one fucked me. My parents would let me do it. They go down to the rectory and spread your ass. And I would, and then I'd come home and they go, and I bet no one fucked you. And I went, no. And they went, see, fuck. Yeah, it's a very tough topic, and it's not one that you can easily joke around about, even though we have done that for 45 minutes. It's a tough one. I think that we need a resolution here. We need to just move on. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't Bruce Springsteen do a Jeep commercial about the Woody Allen rape? America's strength is in the middle. Dylan, no matter what happened, and Woody, no matter what happened, America's strength's in the middle. You both need to come together. America's strength is down the center. I'm gonna go crash my car. I'm a big drunk. I love that he got it.
Yeah, they redacted like 24 pages of that.
What? Is it you?
Yeah, but it's still like under investigation. So I imagine there's some very embarrassing stuff in there.
Well, he said some racist shit, I'm sure. I know he's all like, Mr. Progressive, but when he got pulled over, where did he get pulled over? We don't know. But
I don't know if we know.
If they pulled him over on a Garden State Parkway, he said a few things. Don't you know who I am? I'm the boss. I'm a white man. How great would that be if Bruce Springsteen just the transcript, he's screaming, I'm a white man. Born in the USA. I'm a what? I mean,
it's amazing Jeep went through with that commercial despite in November him having.
They don't care. People. It's better. People enjoy it. People want their celebrities to get drunk and get crash cars. They don't care. If you're buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee, imagine buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee. If you're buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee, as brilliantly Nick Mullen said, it's for jarhead like retards who come back from the war with flashbacks. If you're buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee, you don't care that Bruce Springsteen's a drunk or that Woody Allen raped his kid. Doesn't matter to you. What's a product that would go through with Woody Allen, even though Dylan's coming out with his doc? What's a product that would go through with Woody Allen, no matter, like, they wouldn't care? I'm trying to think. A product that would just they wouldn't be affected by it. Because Jeep doesn't care about drunk Bruce Springsteen. What product would get behind pedo Woody Allen?
Like Four Loko, maybe?
No, too ethnic. You'd have to have something kind of classy, like Yoplait, like Yoplait yogurt.
Yeah.
Just a neurotic Woody Allen being like, I don't even eat. I like Yoplait. Go. They're in the boardroom. They're like, listen, our yogurt is for like French pedophiles. Who cares? In the same way that Jeep was like, our cars are for people that are drunk while buying the car. It's for people that are trying to drink their traumas to the back of their fucking head. The CEO of Jeep gives a shit. Bob? Bad news. Bruce just got popped on the Garden State Parkway. They popped him on the turnpike and he's screaming and saying the N-word. He goes, good, release that. We'll use that as a commercial. They originally wanted Bruce drunk screaming the N-word as a Jeep commercial, but they had to do that other horse shit. He goes, that's good. I want to see bloated Bruce Springsteen get thrown in the back of a cruiser. And then the Jeep's just sitting there and they go, nobody stops the boss.
From the reports that emerged, the officer allegedly observed Springsteen consuming what appeared to be alcohol in the park and then starting up his motorcycle.
Oh, he was on a motorcycle.
That's great.
Next time, drive a Jeep.
The lawyer says it might look like a shot of tequila, but who knows what it was. It might have been a shot of Gatorade. Swear to God, that's a direct quote.
That's a real Jersey lawyer. He's being represented by some real Jersey lawyer. It's the same guy representing Woody Allen. Hey, it might look like a kid saying that they got fucked up in the attic, but it might be a kid playing a prank. Might also be a kid playing games. You know how kids do. It's a shot of Gatorade. I mean, what a country. All of our heroes are collapsing in front of us, folks. They're collapsing. There's nothing left to do except embrace the mediocrity and the horror that will come with people that don't make that aren't bad, like that don't rape and maim and murder and kill. You know? Just let Mr. Beast curate the country.
Yes.
Just let Mr. Beast feed us. Let Mr. Beast decide what the art's gonna be. Just let nerds do it. I'm not saying he's a nerd, but he could probably do something. Just let autists do everything. Just let people that can't say hello to you run the world. They can't shake a hand or look in anyone's eye. They can't rape anyone. They can't even say hello. I feel bad, man. I feel bad for Kendall Jenner. It's a rough week for Kendall Jenner and for Woody Allen. And that's why they should shack the fuck up. You should be eating her pussy at Boa Steakhouse. In sombreros. She should come out in a sombrero. Dude, Kendall Jenner, if I was Kendall Jenner's PR person, which shockingly I'm not, I would tell her, go out there and just pose in front of an ice camp with your tequila. Remember the Pepsi commercial that one of them did? I think it was Kendall or Kylie.
Yeah, it was Kendall.
It was like, give the cop a Pepsi. How about pouring a shot for an ICE agent? How about pouring a shot of your tequila for an ICE agent? Then he takes it and he goes, "Arriba!" and opens the cage, and all the kids come out and they start dancing. Why not? This hotel's gonna fuck us up, man. What can they do after the fact?
We could say these are for the stage. These are like Broadway segments.
I don't see any no smoking.
Yeah, and we're not setting off the fire alarm.
No one said no smoking. You know? Are we really doing the wrong thing here? We have to record ads. Oh my God. It's so late.
For the folks listening, the episode should have been out a couple hours ago, but I'll get it up in about 5 hours.
Ben just flew into Boston. How was that flight?
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad. You sit next to Dylan Farrow, running her mouth. God. You want to do is sit next to her. I'm kidding. I feel bad. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to really get out here and take a side? I don't have any of the facts. I don't know if Mexicans really make tequila. It seems like they do. But maybe Kendall Jenner's a Mexican. Her father's now her mother.
Oh, she's Armenian, actually.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. What's their drink?
They don't really have one.
Right. So she's gotta do what she's gotta do. I don't care. I don't care that the Kardashian family, Kim and Kanye are divorced.
Yeah.
They make noise, these people. That's what they do. They court controversy. They're important figures in our lives. And every now and then they're gonna do something wacky. Just like Woody Allen. These people, and Bruce, they're gonna drive drunk. I don't know what to tell you. You know? I didn't do it. I just lived through a snowstorm. I just lived through the icing over of Texas. Ted Cruz should start flaming Kendall Jenner on Twitter going, "You're a fucking culturally appropriating whore. Stay out of my state. Keep your hands off real Mexican tequila." I don't know. It's very late here. We got to go to bed. We got to record ads. We got to prosper. We've got lots of shows coming up. I don't know where they are. They're on a website, or the guy who ran it quit. We got to find someone else. What are you going to do? But that's okay. We're evolving. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I will be in Woody's new film.
Yep.
I will do it. Chalamet won't do it. That strange bird-like guy. I'll do it. Chalamet's like a little weird mollusk. Chalamet's something that should sit on a shellfish tail. I want to put him on a thing of ice and just dunk him into sauces and eat him. What's wrong with that? That's not rapey. I mean, consensually. I would ask him. I'd go, yes, cocktail, or the spicy Calabrian chili mayo. Vignettes, put them in the oyster sauce.
Yeah.
And let Armie Hammer back in. Who cares? Who wants to eat someone's heart? It's all fantasy. It's all, you know what I mean? New movie. New movie idea. Me, Armie Hammer, Bruce Springsteen, Kendall Jenner. Directed by Woody Allen. There it is. Everyone's happy. We all move on. Great art will save us. What if Woody made a really good movie about him being in love with a 7-year-old? But it was really funny. Like, truly funny. We are not going to be on YouTube in a week. This will be it soon. Soon it's coming. They better make room at Spotify. Joe, you better call someone. At Spotify immediately. This podcast is going to be exclusive to Clubhouse very soon if this keeps going on. But what if Woody made a very funny movie? It's just like him and a 7-year-old, and he's like nebbishy and nervous.
Is it like a comedy like Daddy Daycare, except it's a relationship?
No, it's an intellectual rom-com where he falls in love with a literal child, and they walk around New York City. Is that so? If it's really funny, but if it's good, I'm saying if it's good, not half-ass.
Sure.
Good. Punch, laugh, boom, bam. Quick. Smart writing. You know? He takes her to Rome. Ben's nervous now. Ben's seeing that Tesla get repossessed. They say that's why you should have bought outright, like I did. I'll live in that Range Rover, in that Whataburger parking lot. Fuck that guy. But yeah, Woody just going to Rome, the 7-year-old. And Bruce Springsteen can record a song for it. Love is whatever it means. Love is beautiful no matter what. Don't listen to Mia Farrow, she's some kind of Chinese. Don't listen to COVID-19. What if Woody Allen just goes nuts and starts screaming? It was made in a lab, which is not nuts, but it'd just be funny if that's his
rebuttal.
His rebuttal to this is that COVID-19 was made in a lab. All right, folks, go away. First of all, we're only in this fucking dump because the last hotel we're at, we couldn't get a room that was bright enough to record a podcast. It was a real problem. And Dan knows what happened. And that's why we've brought him here to discuss it.
Yeah, so we tried to check into this other hotel, which will not be named. And
it was the Harbor Hotel in Boston, the Boston Harbor Hotel.
So yeah, we're walking in, we're trying to check in, and Tim goes in. He has a list of demands because we are trying to get this podcast recorded. He goes in, he's like, all right, I need a room that's big. I need a big table. I need a big desk. I need a terrace. He's like, I need a helicopter pad.
Correct.
It's a huge list of demands. You know, he's like, I need a butler. I need silver plates.
Correct.
Beautiful china. And they're like, okay, well, actually, you know, we have a room that could accommodate some of your needs, and we'll just take your card. And so he hands you hand them your credit card. Right?
I hand them the credit card. They had discussed the presidential suite. I thought that was a bit too much, but I thought that we should stop short of the presidential suite, but be in that area. I'm glad that was being discussed.
Yeah, so he hands them the card, and what happens?
Well, I handed them the card and it was declined.
Yeah, the card gets declined.
Now,
and
because I don't have money on the card. And this is the problem that these people don't understand. Real wealthy people don't have money.
I mean, this man goes in with like demands.
Yeah.
Like a real list of demands. He's like, I need luxury.
Yes, I do. But my thing is, I'll call my bank and get my limit raised if we are doing business. But I need to charge my phone.
The card just keeps getting declined,
It
and
keeps
they're like,
getting
sir, do you have $2,000 in your card?
They go, what can we run it through for?
They're like, do you have proof that you have $100 in your account?
Do you have any money right now that we can authorize on the card? I said, I have to call my bank, but my phone is dead.
Yeah, so you had to charge your phone.
Let me charge my phone, and also how many square foot is the room we're discussing? And this is the thing, you know, I look like a crackhead,
Yeah.
but at the end of, we're right. We finally got the money.
We finally got the money.
And we went to see the room, and we said no good. And we went to check in, and then we came back down, and we said we need all the money back. We said we need all the money back.
It looked like you won it. It looked like you got embarrassed, like that you were like,
Yes.
oh shit, like I don't have the money. Now I need to prove that I have the money. Maybe I'll call in some favors. And then we
looks
got
like-
there
it
and we're
looks-
like, you
yeah.
know what? Let's find an excuse on why the room wasn't good enough.
We come downstairs,
Yeah.
we go, the room is not well lit. We need more light because we're recording a podcast. Which they don't even understand.
Nothing screams poverty more than we need the room to record a podcast.
And also we need more light. Like it was a very odd, but by the way, I wasn't impressed with the room. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was worth the money, and I left. And now we're here in the wind in this fucking dump.
It's disgusting.
Well, what have you done for us? Did you throw any of your cards? Did you take any of your cards out?
I did. I brought your phone to the concierge to let it charge, and I believe that my phone was used to raise the credit limit on the
Your
card.
bank was used to your phone was used to call the bank and talk about and enter into a negotiation about raising capital.
People don't know that I'm actually partially a financier of this whole operation.
How are you a financier?
Well, my phone was used to help finance
Yes.
the recording of this podcast.
You don't spend any money
No.
when we go on the road. You spend $0.
I spend $0.
and then you're paid well.
I'm paid pretty well. Yeah.
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
I would say well. Very
say
well.
Pretty well.
I'd say very well.
Pretty well.
Pretty well is good. Pretty's good. Pretty's a compliment.
Pretty well is good. I think you're paid very well.
Very well. I agree.
I think you're paid very well.
I'm not ungrateful.
Well, that's very nice. But what you don't understand is that what I'm doing is negotiating, and there are tactics when you negotiate, and one of the tactics is to not have money, and to keep everyone guessing, because anyone can throw out a credit card and have a high limit and get it approved, but when people are guessing and there's chaos introduced, you now see an opening. So what I do is I throw out a bunch of cards, people start going, I get on a phone, people don't know what's happening. At the end of the day, I get what I want.
I feel like we look like two guys who just walked into the hotel to shoot up, but we wanted to do it in like a fancy area. We had to get our credit card limit raised.
No one thought we didn't go up to that room and either like suck off a homeless guy or do a bunch of heroin and leave.
Yeah, because we were up there for
By
maybe
the way,
10 to 15
what
minutes.
a great idea if two guys were like, we gotta shoot up. We will only do it in a suite with 2 rooms and a balcony.
Yeah.
Like the idea of the two guys shooting up and going, you know what? We need more than just a bathroom. We need a suite.
This goes out to all the drug addicts out there. Like, you don't need to go to the Red Roof Inn or the Days Inn or the Motel 8 or whatever. You can get the presidential suite at the Boston Harbor Hotel.
And then leave.
And then leave.
Leave.
Just get
Go
the-
up. Do whatever you need to do. Have your abortion. Let them pull it out of you. Go down and then say the room was not well lit.
Yeah, you don't need to do this in poverty anymore. You know,
When they walked up there, nobody thought, like everybody was like, we pulled some scam.
Yes.
But it was legit. We couldn't use the room. But they thought they were going to walk in there and just see fetuses.
Yeah, I mean, your phone's not charged. Like, oh, these guys probably been walking around all day.
Fetuses
No
in that
home.
room. They thought the maid was going to open it up and it's just fetuses still attached to the umbilical cords, just hanging from the ceiling. Like, you know that scene from Freddy Got Fingers? Daddy, did you want some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? Just fetuses. That's what they thought.
And drugged up fetuses as well.
I know. Well, all right. Listen, tell everyone where to find you.
Guys, follow me at Dan Mancarney
Don't.
if you can. Thank you.
Don't. He doesn't deserve it.
I do deserve it.
Make him earn it.
All right, fucking make me earn it. But give me a follow. What's the problem here?
Follow him and then
Follow
unfollow
me here,
him
yeah.
the same way that we walked into that room and left.
Yes.
Follow him and then unfollow him.
And shoot heroin in luxury.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And have your abortions at the Boston Harbor Hotel.
They allow it.
Technology installed.